This homeless person, and he tells me he prays every day in a synagogue, and he asked me if I'm Jewish, and I knew I was born Jewish, but I didn't really know too much about it. And so he says, yeah, you got to come check it out. So I said, this got to be a crazy story. It can't be. So I went and I checked it out. I met the rabbi, and he says, you got to play we want you to play a concert here. We have this singing rabbi. There was this hippie rabbi. He played in the Berkeley Music Festival in the 60s. His name was Shlomo Karlebach. He was like a real big hippie and a mystic all together. Really cool guy. So I get in there. Guy gives me a big hug. He says, hey, Lazer, we're going to play some music. I said, Rabbi, I got to tell you, I don't know any Jewish music. I said, oh, you know, I can't even play a Hava Nagila. Probably you guys can sing it better than me. I don't know any of it. I said, I play the blues. He says, I also play the blues. I said, really? He says, yeah, I play the Jewish blues. He said, you play your blues, I'll play my blues. It's going to be real bluesy, it's going to be fine. And so he liked the way I played the blues, his music, and the next thing he says, Lazer, I got to take you to Israel to play with me. I said, Israel? That's desert more, brother. I'm going to Israel. He says, no, just come with me one time. So he convinced me, and I went and I played in Israel. This is 24 years ago, and I fell in love with the place, and that has been my home base ever since. And where I live in my hometown, I had a really good friend, a buddy of mine, and Rabbi Adam, he actually ended up working here. He writes like the Torah scrolls, like the original Torah scrolls, he writes it in Hebrew. And so because of him, he said, we got to bring Lazer to the Bible Museum. I'm so happy to hear. So thank you, Rabbi Adam. Thank you so much. On each of my albums, I like to do a cover song of a song that I connect to. On one of my first albums, 2015, I did a cover of I'm a Big Fisherman, so I did the Dock of the Bay. And I got to meet, Otis Rush. I got to meet Steve Cropper, who was the half writer of that. Nashville, he liked the version. And then on our last album, Freedom's Child, we did a version. But even when I didn't know about God, I still had two rabbis. One was named Jimi Hendrix. He was my first rabbi. And the second one was Bob Dylan. And so there was a song that they did together called Along Along the Watchtower that Bob Dylan wrote it and made it, and Jimmy made it famous. So we did that on the last album. And on the next album that we just recorded with the producer Willie Nelson in Nashville, we did a version of this song, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's fitting for today. And sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But you know, if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Just lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For you know, it won't be too long. We're all gonna need somebody to lean on. But please, swallow your pride. If I've got plans that you can't borrow, for you know, nobody can give all of those things that you won't let show. Come on, it's just a call home, and brother, when you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. just might have a problem. Only you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Andrew Bear on the keyboard. Andrew Bear. And if you got a load that you must bear,